The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based on advertising alone. This video is for educational purposes only. Hi, this is Matt O'Connor from the O'Connor Law Firm, and today I appeared by video through WebEx in the Circuit Court of Jackson County in front of a judge who I've known as a lawyer for a long time. I have a lot of respect for this particular judge. She was an excellent attorney, and this is my first appearance in front of her as a judge. Most importantly, I realized as all the lawyers sort of sat there, very similar to how we would appear in court, we should act the same as in court. And people mistake that. People said it's an interesting time. I think that's really kind of an understatement. It's epic, tragic. I hope we're learning something about each other and ourselves through this process. There's hopefully light at the end of the tunnel and people being smart. I don't know if that's the case, but certainly has caused introspection upon myself and look at the way the world works together. And with that said, today as I appeared, I realized that people may not know how to appear in court, and they really don't know how to appear in court on video. And in this particular case, somebody's audio was not muted, and it sounded like they were doing something that was not particularly pleasant. So be aware that when you're in court, just like right now, I'm on camera, I can't have something in the background that is inappropriate, or I can't appear in court and show up with my Eruption Van Halen t-shirt like this. No. And usually I looked at the crowd, I tried to blend in above a little bit, and normally I would have on a suit and tie if I were in court, but it seems that the code is somewhat relaxed. I don't want to stick out, but not too much, not too little, so I kind of go tweener. Also have a case where opposing counsel is reasonable, and we're working both in our client's best interest individually and as a unit to move the matter forward, which is good. When you have quality counsel that's able to advise you as to your options, point out the process, and be efficient, much better than having somebody who's just burning rubber. So my client did a great job appearing. He or she said they were present, and that was it. They observed. We will consult later. It's like you're in court. You call us a lawyer because we're mouthpieces. We do the talking for you. Now, the presentation you should be in court just as if you were in person. So I would advise dress up like you're going to church, speak when spoken to and concisely, and if you're not sure, ask to talk to your lawyer before you answer any question. Be very deferential, but that doesn't mean you can't speak up if you have questions. If you don't understand the process, you should be able to ask your lawyer a question either through private message outside of the WebEx, or, if necessary, to take a break just like you would in regular court. We would say, Judge, I need a recess. My client needs to consult with me. May I step off for a moment and call? You can turn on and off the video for Cisco's WebEx, or if you're using a different server, a different type, you can do that as well. Be very aware when you turn it on. At first, you are on. So don't be sitting there with your finger up your nose or making any lewd gestures or just looking like you're spacing off like, oh yeah, am I on? We had a few of those too. It's a new technology, so to speak. Is it more efficient? Oh yeah. My client spent this much because his lawyer was able to go right into court. It took a little bit long, but really the court was pretty fast, frankly. And most importantly, we accomplished all goals that were set forth without having everybody drive in, sit in a room, wait for a case to be called. So that's one of the things to consider in terms of like the positive and negative. I hope our court system, they do a good job with the amount of cases that they have. But if we can help the court system through this process and learn from this tragic time and make a positive come out of it so it's more efficient for people, then that's a perk, I hope. I hope we learned something after all. Anyway, those are my thoughts on these times appearing in court, how to appear in court when you're appearing by video, or for that matter, audio. Thank you for listening. I'm Matt O'Connor. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based on advertising alone. This video is for educational purposes only.